You got to spin the hands around so everyone knows that you know what you're doing.
Ollie says she wants permanent roller legs.
Speaking
I don't
of
think that's a
roller
good idea.
legs, so this was a couple years ago, but we went to a birthday party, my nephew's birthday party at a roller skating rink, and I was like, perfect. I got my rollerblades still. They've been in my closet for like 20 years. I got this.
This is
So
going to be good, I can tell.
I crack out the rollerblades, still work just fine, sort of, plus 20 years. And it's actually, I guess they are probably actually, they are literally 20 years old. They were. So I should say were. I don't want to spoil the story. But, so I go to the skating rink, and I pop on my rollerblades, and these are the ones that they had. They didn't have laces. I never liked the lace ones because I can never get them tight enough. These are the clasp ones.
Yeah, that you
so I go,
and then you ratchet it over.
I ratchet it over, and I clasp it, crack, the strap breaks. I was like, well, I don't need all three of them. I can just do two of them. So I do it again. I finally get, I think I broke two of them in the process, but I still had two on each foot. So I'm like, I'm fine. So I go out there and start skating, and it's like real wobbly. And like as I'm going, it gets getting worse and worse, and the wheels are just like crumbling under me as I'm skating. So I look at them, and they're just like, it's like old rubber, you know? So it's just like a cookie, just crumbling under it. And so eventually, by the end of the day, like 20 minutes in, more straps had broken, the wheels have all like just like decayed.
Yeah. What you're doing is you were just strategically leaving little mines for all the little kids behind you.
Yeah.
You ate it. And you'd be like, I'm the winner.
Around, look, skateboarders.
Little kids rollerblading behind you. One little chunk of your wheel gets caught up in theirs. Done. Did you go to the one in the Yukon?
No, this was in Stillwater.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a sad end to my old hockey rollerblades.
They bit the dust.
Yep. All right, so it's session 10. We made it 10 sessions. You guys have made it. You've managed to level up once. Congratulations in this 10 sessions.
We are the best.
That's normal. That's
one
normal.
and almost a half. I like to point
man.
Last time, our glorious party of adventurers began your rest at the Kreen camp out west of Rithid. And at the first watch, Eru and Saren spotted this tentacled mass of a creature digging itself out of the ground and taking off to the east. You guys thought, we'll stay here, ignore that. And then at dawn, you went and investigated, and you managed to follow the tracks, which led you to a dead Kreen at one point, who looked like he'd been gnawed on by that frogman and bled out or something along the way. But later on, you came into a fight with that big tentacled monster thing, which you know was the thing that matched the tracks and all that you had seen from a long time ago. And Bering was putting up a fight against this thing. Everything else was dead or unconscious. You guys jumped in there. You fought in the darkness, barely, maybe for a little too long. And characters were dropping like flies. Krog got his hand all melted off eventually. But eventually, it was a bullet, I think, that killed it, right? Was it a crossbow? It was a crossbow.
It was
No, it was a bullet. I killed him.
Oh, okay. I was thinking your gun.
I shot it afterwards, but it was already
thinking
dead.
both your guns were... I thought both your guns were out. Just one of them was out.
Yep, just one.
So a bullet, killed this monster. And you guys helped Bering and one of his buddies that was unconscious, and you dragged him up, and you agreed to go back to Rithid with him. However, Krog's hand is all mangled and nasty.
Yes.
And so Eru and Saren took Krog up to where Omira's hut.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended with Zarik and Ulf going into Rithid, and the other three venturing up north. So we began.
Seems like a great plan.
Yeah, split the party is always a good idea.
Split the party and make sure that one of the people who goes away from the safe place has 1 hit point.
Right,
That
split
is
the
way to
party.
in D&D.
One of the characters is unconscious with 1 hit point. Saren, you have 1 hit point as well, right?
Yep.
How many hit points do you have, Isaac?
I'm full currently.
Oh, Isaac's fine, so he can handle
No,
this.
good luck, man.
I offered.
I can guide you.
I offered to put Krog down like old Yeller, you know what I'm saying? And you guys weren't in for it. I could have taken him around back the barn. Boom!
Oh yeah,
Everyone would've been like, what was that?
I almost forgot. Sorry to jump in there, but I don't want to take anything away from Zarik's fine hole digging he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, that's
He
right.
dug a trap,
Diggy hole.
And then I took the spear out of it.
and then Krog was helping him, right? Yeah, he was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, digging
I was
like a
there,
dog.
yeah.
And Krog went over and
Yeah.
helped him out.
He
Okay,
used his
so
monk powers to punch the dirt out of the ground.
yeah, he just punched. He didn't dig. He just punched
Yeah.
the dirt.
I just punched.
He was doing iron training on his fists and fingers like that.
Soft in the ground.
It didn't work.
Yeah, because right after that we went and he broke 3 of his limbs and then turned one of his hands into a pile
That's
of
right.
jello.
Yeah, you broke a
All
leg
that
also
training.
in that fight.
Uh,
Yeah, man, what a rough
And he
time.
I thought he broke his wrist too, didn't he? Oh no, that was just his hand turned into jello.
Yeah, he broke his leg though. One of the fumbles.
He did break his leg, yeah.
That's no problem in D&D land though. Just sleep it off. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just take a nap. Leg gets fixed.
All right,
Ain't
so
no thing.
the 3 of you heading north. You know the way. It's a couple-hour walk up there, but
Do you?
I'll be right back while you guys are
you
doing
find your way that direction. It's getting a little bit. I'm trying to think what time it is. Doing other things. So yeah, it's getting a little bit late afternoon by the time you get here. Probably 5-ish, 6-ish, and you enter you find the spot where there's like a little grove of trees there, and you find that grove of trees. On the walk, someone give me a survival check to make sure we find our way here, actually, and someone give me a perception check.
I'll
I'll do
survival.
perception.
Just to make sure we know where we're going here.
Oh, I'm waiting on
waiting
G.
on GM.
Oh, I didn't have you guys. Right. Whoops.
It's weird though because it rolled. It rolled a natural 20
Yeah.
in there.
I rolled a natural
But-
22, man. I tell you what.
Okay, here we go again.
All right, let's do another 2 nat 20s. Can it be done?
Well, nope. Natural 10.
Oh,
Natural 2.
Oh.
Natural 2.
Okay, so it takes a little longer to get here than you thought it should take, but you managed to get there. It's starting to get a little darker than it was a minute ago, and quiet around here. You don't hear no chirping birds or anything like that. You do pick up on the wind. Saren picks this up just passively. It's pretty quiet, and again, there's not a lot of wildlife going around here, but you do hear the sound of like a beating, like a. Is that coming through the microphone?
Mhm.
Just like a drumming, thumping, very faint along on the wind, coming the way you're going.
you hear that?
What is it?
It's like a thump.
Can I hear it if he notifies me of it?
It's real faint, and it could just be a chipmunk or a squirrel, for all you can tell.
Really, really listen. I'll give him guidance.
A roll perception check?
Yep.
That one went for a ride.
Tell you what, you can have advantage since he's guiding you. Well, he's guiding you, but he's also like
Guiding you.
guiding you.
It's
I don't
both.
Great
think I'm
start
gonna
to
hear
the
it.
night. Great start to the night. Hey, a 4.
Hey, it's a 4. So 15.
15, you can just barely pick it up.
I think I hear it.
What do you suspect that is?
I don't know. Which way is it? It's coming from the direction we're heading?
It's really hard to tell which way it's coming from, but it's that general vicinity in front
It's
of
180
you.
degrees in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. If we,
We
get
need to
closer,
get-
maybe we'll get louder.
I'll take the big man. Do you want to maybe scout up ahead?
Okay. I will stealth
I'll
ahead.
follow. I'll follow slowly.
Give me that stealth check. You're just now entering into the woods.
I will give him guidance right before he leaves too.
18. I'm not rolling great. That's bad.
Oh
Okay.
no.
What are you doing, Saren?
I am just following behind him at probably oh man, 100 feet.
Okay.
Just moving slow.
Okay.
Hauling Krog.
So, this cabin that you know of isn't too far into these woods. A few hundred feet. And Arrow, you're sneaking along. As you begin moving closer, you start to pick up those drums a little bit more, or the thumping, up ahead of you. Real, like a slow drumming, I should say. And you certainly catch, as the drums are going, they stop. And you continue moving in a little closer. And then from somewhere, an arrow strikes the ground right in front of you. And you hear, "State your business, or the next one's in your eye." And you
Who's
look up.
there?
Roll me perception. You don't see anything as you're looking around. No one spawns.
16.
You catch a little bit of movement up in a tree to your right. But you can't make out any discernible descriptions of the person. Some humanoid.
I'll just put my hands up. I'm just looking for Amira.
She sticks her head out, and you can see a little bit darker skinned, not like drow, a little bit darker skinned, like tanned elf. Wearing, has a bow, has arrows, looks to be wearing like hide armor. And she says, "What's your business with Omira?"
I have a friend who is hurt. I was hoping maybe she could help us.
So Myra is your friend.
I think we'll find out.
She says, "No Omira here."
Where's she gone?
We would like to know.
Could you come out and we could talk?
You hear some stirring in the grasses up in front of you. And coming this direction is a figure. But far out.
I just got hands up still. I'm just looking for help for my friend.
So approaching you looks like a human. And behind him is a dwarf. There's also something pretty small scampering behind him. And they make no stealth attempt to you. They start walking up to you. What are you doing, Saren, in all this time? Did you see him shouting?
I will crouch down and hide with Krog.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Hide with a giant limp Goliath.
He's not moving.
9.
He's not moving much. The elf drops down and starts walking towards the three coming in. Says something to him, and then they walk. What's your passive? Passive is
13.
What was the one you just rolled?
16.
Okay, just give me another perception check, just since you're listening for that.
9.
Yeah, you can't make it out.
Can I get a guess for the language? Is it common?
Sounds common, yeah.
Okay.
Looks at you, and then looks back at you. And then stepping up is a human in like a chainmail kind of armor. He's got a shield, got a long sword at his side, laying weapons out. And he steps up, and he says, "Oh, what's your business with Omira?" This guy he's got bald guy, pretty buff looking guy. And you don't see any symbols of anything on him. The dwarf next to him, however, is wearing like a plate mail. And there's a symbol of a a lute. I think that's my symbol. Symbol of it's like a green bird, Sigamith, which you know,
Do I know what that is?
as the give me a religion check.
Can I hear all the talking?
You can hear it, and yeah, you're not sure. You know, it's something that like something that hangs around with the dwarves. He sees some dwarves with it, but you're not really sure. But anyway, the dwarf has that symbol on his shield, and then next or behind him, kind of not scampering, but walking up behind, is a red-skinned little guy, imp, who is wearing some sort of leather armor. He's got daggers. He's got his daggers out.
It's feisty.
And he is
He's feisty.
standing behind both of them, watching you guys.
They're walking towards me.
Mm-hmm. And Carvis steps up and asks. Sorry, the human steps up and asks, "What's your business with O'Mira?"
She's kind of a last-ditch effort. We've got a friend who's hurt, and we don't have any way to help him. He's unconscious.
And you think this O'Mira's gonna fix you?
I don't know. It's out of desperation. We have nowhere else to go.
Well, that's strange. As far as we're concerned, O'Mira's just a filthy thief.
Okay. I've only met her once, and we decided it was not worth the risk, but we have nowhere else to go, like I said.
There's no O'Mira here. But if you find her, we'd like to have a word with her.
I look at the dwarf. Are you a cleric?
Paladin.
Paladin. Could you look at my friend?
He looks up at the human. He nods to him, and he knows where your friend is, and he walks back there. The imp sticks close, but is watching things closely. And the dwarf makes his way back, sees Saren, and then sees the...
Oh, well, I'm just not good at this sneaking thing, so... How you doing? Saren Cartwright. Nice to meet you.
He sticks his hand out. Says,
Could you give me a hand with the big man? He's awfully heavy.
his name's Greffin.
Nice to meet you, Greffin.
He looks at him for a second. And he says, he's got the thing. Looks back at the human.
Do you know about it?
Yeah, we've seen it around here.
Do you know how to cure it?
As far as I can tell, it's just a disease, but it's nasty.
Can you help him?
Well, I can, but that's might be a bit much for me. It's not safe out here, and I can't afford to be squandering my spells on just some randoms, especially if you're working with O'Mira.
Well, look, we're not working with her. Oh, you go ahead.
We're not working with O'Mira. We just have... Our friend he needs help. No one else knows how to fix it. This was our last hope.
It's just saying we this is the human speaking. Saying we were to fix this fella up. Well, what kind of payment would we receive for this?
Don't have much. What do you need?
Well, what do you got?
I have a couple gold pieces.
Well, I mean it's dangerous out here. It's not worth our lives being in danger for a couple gold pieces.
Why are you here?
Well, that's our own business, but
Maybe
mostly
I could help you with
looking
whatever it is you're doing.
for O'Mira. We got a job to bring her in.
What has she done?
She's a thief.
What did she steal?
She stole from the temple out there east of here. Matsauer, that storm fella.
Do I know what that is?
Yeah, you've seen the symbol before from somebody had it on. I don't remember. Somebody had the Matsauer symbol. You know it's the storm god.
Okay.
You know the geyser that goes off. There's a temple. Oh, you don't know about a temple, but there's a geyser there, and you know it's kind of a site, a special site for Matsauer.
Spoilers.
Well, Saren is decent at tracking. He could maybe help you.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I once I'm rested up, as you can tell, I'm pretty banged up. But if I can get rested up, I can keep you healthy.
No, we already got a healer, so we don't need to heal so much. Problem is, he's gonna spend all his spells healing you up. What happens if we get hit? You seen the things out here in these woods?
Well, you can look at me. You can see what happened to me, and I mean, clearly, this man's flesh is rotting off. So,
How much
seen
do I
it.
know about how paladins work?
Anything magical is not well known.
Okay. What can we do for you?
Well,
Please, he's unconscious. I don't know how much longer he has.
he says, well, as far as I can tell, the dwarf speaks up. They like being in water. Keeps it from spreading. That'll keep them alive for a bit. But I can't get any rest out here. If I spend my I can heal them, but it's just be too much on me. And I don't think we'd be able to get heals back when we need it. And I don't know you.
How many? Do I see how many there are total now? Is it just the 4?
4, yeah. You got the elf, the imp, the human, and the dwarf.
Can I size them up at all? Do I know how tough they are?
Give me a perception check. Give me an insight check. That might be more an insight. Not how well geared they are, but how confident they are.
13.
You gather they're adventurers. They have the adventurer look, you know, very confident. They seem like they've seen some battles. As you're kind of sizing them up, you notice that the imp does have a couple wounds on his side. It's like a couple holes in his leather armor. Maybe from like a piercing weapon or arrows or something. So they've seen some combat. You can make that out. As far as compared to you, that's hard to tell.
Do I think that a long rest could be had in Omira's hut?
Potentially.
If you help him, we can guard you while you get rest in the hut there. We are capable warriors. We killed the thing that did this to him. We just didn't kill it in time.
What do you mean you killed this thing?
yeah, the big octopus thing with the tentacles and the weird black smoke you can't see. Yeah, this guy and a couple other people took it out.
There's no way. That thing's been tearing through villages and messing all sorts of things up. I don't believe it.
The truth.
I mean, yeah, it's the truth.
And it looks you up and down. He says, well, you can stay at our huts if you want. But unless you got something worthwhile, I don't see it worth spending our spells and our limited supplies on you. No offense.
You said you're looking for Elmira, right?
Yep, that's the job.
We might have a little bit of information on where she might be.
Oh, well, that's what we're talking about.
You help my friend, I can give you the details of what I know.
How about Well, let's have a sit, and then we'll talk about this.
All right, well,
And he gets-
let's get this guy into some water before.
His interest has perked up considerably since that's been mentioned. All right. And he motions you back, and you make your way to Omira's hut. As you're walking up to it, you can see there's just like a big pile of dead kobolds. Probably a dozen of them, just piled up. About 50 feet from the hut itself. And on the opposite side of the hut, there's a big, like maybe a fire burn through here. There's a decent-sized area of just blackened trees and ground. And at the hut, there's a couple of sleeping pads out, and looks like they've kind of made themselves at home. There's a fire set up there, and the hut door is still open, and they lead you back in there. The imp, as he walks along, is sort of circling you guys, going back, circling, and just looking you guys up and down very closely.
Do I see? Are any of these guys carrying anything interesting that I can see?
Give me that perception check.
Requesting dice clear. 11
Man.
perception.
Those rolls.
They're not good.
They've got kind of your standard adventure gear. You got wet skins on the side, and they got belt pouches. They got backpacks. Well, they have backpacks. The fighter and the dwarf have a backpack. The others are back at the cabin. You see, other than just sort of standard adventurer's fare, you don't see anything that sticks out.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Wait, one thing does stand out. 11, I'll give you that. The human has a necklace, and you can see there is like maybe teeth on it. Not quite sure exactly what it is, but something.
Some kind of
bone-
trophy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of under his tabard.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Oh, we've been here a little while, looking for our prey. We counted her once, but didn't have much luck. And then
You counted her here at the hut?
yeah.
So she hadn't left yet.
Well, I guess
Okay.
You watched her leave?
we've been tracking her around. No, she's more than just a thief. She's got some. Well, I don't know what it is, but we need to catch her by surprise if we're gonna get her. You notice as you approach the hut and get up to much closer to it, there is a dog.
Your dog.
A dog
She got it back.
sitting.
Oh
just
no.
Sort of sitting. It's kind of like it's keeping watch, but it's not watching you guys at all. It's just looking the other way. It's standing kind of near the charred stuff. This dog, however, it's like jet black, and like maybe it's maybe a trick of the eye or something. But you almost feel like you see a lick of a flame go down the dog's back.
Is this your dog?
Well, that's not mine, but that's yeah, that belongs to. He points back to the archer. That's Rana's.
That's a. Can I pet it?
Well, I wouldn't do that.
I'm just sitting over there going, "Who you go ball? Who you go ball?"
As
I am staying away from it.
it looks back at you, and you can see like these red eyes. It's a fierce-looking dog, big dog.
And I tell you what, everything in this world has red eyes.
Krog is going to wake up and kill his
Yeah, I know.
immediately.
Oh man.
So they take you to the hut, and the dwarf. He seems caring. He walks up to Krog and kind of helps you lay him down. Offers if that's what you want.
Yeah, thank you.
You
Appreciate
set
it.
him over here, and we'll get some water. And he goes inside the hut. Comes out with just like a glass of water, not the clearest stuff, and just kind of pours it on his hand.
Okay.
Keep that coming, buddy. I'll tap Krog on the chest.
Can I look around the hut for any clues as to where she may have gone?
Are you gonna do it sneakily or just
No, I'm just going
walk
to start
inside,
looking
start
around
looking?
and say,
Invest-
I'm just, and as I do it, have you already looked here for clues?
Oh yeah, we've been here a few days.
Did you
Well-
find anything?
We kind of might know where she might be heading.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You can go and roll your investigation check. His attention is on Saren.
Well, our first run-in with Omira, the only time we've ever seen her,
Jeez.
we had another friend that was struggling with the same affliction, and I'm sure if you met Omira, she's a weird one, and we didn't really want anything to do with her, but she told us that she would help us cure him if we went with her to this goblin camp that stole her dog. And we just didn't trust her. We didn't feel right about it. So she said that she'd be waiting on us for a few days if we changed our minds, but that's why we headed back. So I'm assuming that she probably just went to that goblin camp.
And where was this goblin camp?
It was east of here, right?
It was southwest.
It's not
Southwest.
southwest of, yeah.
In a cave, right?
Did you see this goblin camp?
We didn't go. No.
You know, there's more to this Omira. I think these monks are letting on. But pays good. We'll still take her in.
Oh, right, the monks.
He says,
Well, we know a general direction where she might be headed. And again, if you help our friend, I would not mind helping you find her.
when was this?
Well, she told us a few days ago, she'd be leaving in a couple days. And if you ran into her here, that means she hadn't left yet.
And she said she was going to that camp.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Yep.
No goblins around here. You seen goblins around here?
Seen kobolds.
Yeah, we seen some of them too. Lots of them. No goblins.
Lots of them right
But-
there.
I'm not from around here, really, but there's just so much I haven't seen, and I've seen a lot since I've been here, so I don't know what all I've seen, really. Have you seen the bug things? Crane, I think they're called.
Oh yeah, them big ants.
Yeah, they're a little freaky, but you get to know them. They're all right.
You say so. I find it best if things that creep along the ground like that. I found it best if it's just dead.
Well, all things got a place in this world, right?
Well, now you're starting to talk like Griffin. Griffin
Which
snorts.
one's Griffin?
Griffin's the dwarf.
Great minds do think
Dwarf.
alike. Ain't that right?
He says, "Look, I'd like to help you. Especially sounds like a countryman by the sound of the voice.
Are you from Amir?
I am.
So am I.
What part's you from?
I'm from a little village. I forgot the name.
Hmm.
What's the name of it?
I don't remember. Sorry, with an I.
Yeah. It's in my notes, I think.
I don't remember.
Did you ever hear about the village that got overrun by werebears?
You're from Emira, I think.
Amira.
Emira.
That's where I was born, at least. Then, my village got overrun by werebears, and we moved to Mithra's church.
Oh, Mithra. Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad. You had to evacuate with the rest of them?
Evacuate?
Yeah, the lizards came in. They took all that farmland. That's where I'm from. Fought a little bit with them, but then they just couldn't hold them back, I guess. They're just giving up land to them, if you ask me.
Do you know what happened to the people from the church?
No, I don't know. We were out somewhere. We were out east, and we got word. So we went in and did a little scavenging. Wasn't much there.
It looks like I need to return home as quickly as possible after this. How long ago was that?
Oh, wasn't too long ago. About a week ago. That's the last time we were there.
Oh man, I hope my sisters are okay. What happened? What were the circumstances? The lizardmen attacked
Yeah,
you?
that war. The war,
Yeah.
It's going on forever. I fought a little bit, but I had enough. I'm not into that organized nonsense. We need freedom. So we joined up a band of us, and we went out and just worked for ourselves.
That's kind of, I spread the word of me through, and that's kind of what I wanted to do, is get out on my own. But how bad was it? Did they just slaughter everyone, or?
A lot of dead folks.
I got. Okay. Well,
And those, how those lizards are. They don't stop. They just kill things. For no reason. I had to get out of that. I grew up in the farmlands when they got run over, and we had to leave. Amir didn't do nothing about it.
I don't. This is honestly, I'm quite shook right now, and it's hard to express myself. If you don't, I'm just gonna go take a minute to take a breath, because that's a lot of information. Just, and I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. The little imp is following you.
I'm gonna try to keep an
Keeps
eye
his-
on where
keeps his
Saren is
distance.
going.
But he I don't know how far are you going?
I'll go like 30 feet.
Okay. So
Into the
he
woods.
just you can see the imp is just watching you.
Find a tree, place my hand on it, and just have myself a moment.
Okay.
Do you know if anyone made it out? Did they all evacuate okay?
Well, I gotta imagine that they had time to get out. But I don't know. Whenever when they hit our home, when I was a boy, they just swarmed in there. Didn't give us much chance to get out. Took 2 weeks before the military finally showed up and pushed them back. But by then, it was all done. The lizards already had all the farmland. They built some forts there, but I guess they didn't stand much of a chance. The lizards are organized.
Well, we've given you some information. Any chance you'd be willing to help our friend?
He says, give me a persuasion check.
Not something I'm great at.
Oh man, it all falls down on this persuasion check.
Oh no.
He says, you gotta understand.
Uh,
You look after your own there. I gotta look after my own. And say as we were to fix you up, use up my paladin's heals up. You can only do so much of that. Then we get attacked. We just got attacked. A bunch of kobolds came in through here. There's all kinds of kobolds coming through here. I guess
I understand. What, if you don't mind telling me, what is your god, the god of?
Talking to the dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm the god of named Sigamith. Music. I get my abilities by singing songs and playing music. And his drums are the worst, the elf says behind him.
Oh, you were the one that I heard coming up here.
And he kind of smiles, and then the elf kind of sneers at him. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Do you know of any other way to help cure him? Is it, if we keep it in water, will it eventually go away on its own? Is there a chance for that?
As far as I can tell, it just sort of grows. You know, keeping it in water just kind of keeps it from, well, growing. You need some magic. And it's just not safe out here enough for us to be able to afford to spend those spells. I don't know if you understand how we spellcasters work, but we can only do so much when we get worn out.
I understand. And your conscience will be okay if he doesn't make it, knowing you could have helped?
My conscience would be a lot worse if I did help him and then my friends died. Because I didn't have any spells.
So you would trade a what if for a what is?
If you want to put it that way. Yep.
Okay. I will sit down next to Krog and just get out my deck of cards and start shuffling them and playing with them.
Okay.
Anyone a gambler?
You hear, ooh, ooh. The imp scampers up. Yes. What game you play?
Play cards? Poker?
Barely knew her.
You hear Saren in the woods.
I'll play you a hand. Can you help my friend if I win?
What? I don't help. I just stab things. Sneak around.
I see. I'll just keep shuffling.
You can see him just kind of staring at the cards as you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Krog was pretty good at playing cards too. We could get a whole game if we had him.
Well, what about what about him? He points back at Saren.
He doesn't have the capability.
Oh, he dumb.
Inexperienced.
Okay, he dumb. How about two play?
What's in it for me?
He rummages around in his coin. You can see he's jingling around in his coin purse that he has at the side. Decent amount of money in there, and he digs out, and he got a hand of gold pieces, and he sticks them out. There's probably about 20, 25 gold pieces there. He says, there you go. Auntie.
That's a bit rich for me. Besides, I don't need gold right now. I need help.
Gold get you help.
Did your friend take gold?
What? Who doesn't take gold?
Don't know. I offered gold. They just said that was not good enough.
You offered 2 gold. We're not peasants.
How much gold? I'll look over at the dwarf. How much gold to cure him?
He says, well, what are you willing to pay?
I got.
Do I have
I got
an insight?
15 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, give me an insight check. How much?
15.
13. I can't roll above a 10. This is a bad night to play
even
poker.
you can tell the dwarf is torn. Like he can you can get the idea he wants to help, but he knows he shouldn't help. So you're just
Listen,
kind of,
I'll give you everything I got. Just please help. I'm coming back.
the human says, I'll tell you what. You stay with us here. You help us fight things. If something comes through. We make it through the night. We patch your friend up. We go on our way.
I'll take it. I'll do it.
Deal.
Wow.
And he walks off and goes to the dog. And the elf goes back to her perch where she was. And then little imp is, come on, play.
Just the elf, is she like, do I get any kind of weird vibe off of her? Is she like checking on me any more than I think that she should for her position?
She's looked everyone over pretty closely. Not as much as the imp, but she's a ranger.
Okay.
And so she's keeping close eyes on everything. The question that I know you're asking is no.
Okay.
She does not match the kind of folk that you are. That you
She's
you're
not a
talking
wood
about.
elf. Okay. Okay.
You don't know what kind of
All
elf
right.
she is, but she's not a wood elf.
All right. What's did the imp say his name? What's your name?
Rick.
Great, Rick. I'm Eru. I'll play a hand with you. I've got 2 gold to spare.
I'll play. I'll jump in on this.
Okay. I thought you dumb.
Not dumb.
Just because I'm dumb doesn't mean I can't take your money.
You said you're dumb.
Well, that's just not very kind, is it, Eru?
No, it's not.
It's fine.
Look at this Rick.
I take his money. Come on. And he grabs his coins and puts all but 2 of them back in. He looks at Sarah and says, come on, 2 gold.
2 gold.
Throw 2 in. So as I'm dealing this, I want to try to stack this for Saren.
Okay.
You can sleight of hand.
Your passive insight is letting you know that this imp, he probably fits the category of a rogue. So he
Right.
is stealthy and he's watching. So it's gonna be tricky.
Well, stealth is not the same as perception. So I'm going to try to do this.
Okay.
You want to keep a close eye on the cards as well.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. You deal him out. The imp is trying to look confident.
Oh man.
Oh, dang.
And
I'm good with the cards. That's all I got.
first hand, it all goes to Saren.
Oh, look at that. Maybe not so
Hey.
dumb, huh?
Look at that.
Luck. Dumb luck. Again. He pulls out 2 more gold.
Oh,
All right.
now we're talking.
So did
Okay.
I won 2 gold from him, or?
Yeah.
So
you
you
won.
won 2 gold from him and 2 gold from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will put in another 2, but I'm not going to stack it this time.
I will put it in 2.
Just going to deal it straight this time.
Okay. We'll just roll a d20. Highest wins.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, so close.
No!
Oh.
Me and Darren are both like
Oh wow.
3 of a kind, and he's like, full house.
Yep. He grabs the gold and slides it over.
Dang.
He says, I see. You dumb. You no good. I take your money.
Take your.
Okay.
I took your money a second ago.
Dumb luck. Happened all the time.
I've got enough for one more if you want.
Okay. The human. Let's let you know his name is Carvis, by the way. He walks over and kind of boots the imp and says, Rick, we kind of need you on watch. Why don't you go do that? He's like, okay. He begrudgingly takes his money and then goes up and goes off into the trees.
I'll look up at the guy who just kicked out our player. Did you want in?
No, that's not my game. He says, just take it easy on Rick. He, just don't let him know how much money you got. Might be a better,
Well,
little
dash my money
warning for you.
in my shirt, like to where I know it's touching me.
Says, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I will do the same. I'll put it inside my belt.
He says, he sits down with you guys. He says, you don't really know Elmira, and you came here to get her help. And you don't seem to know much about where she is, other than she was off to some goblin camp, which doesn't exist. Now, we were camped about a week ago, southwest of here in a cave.
Is this the dog that Elmira wanted?
Well, I don't know what she wanted, but
She said she wanted a dog.
well, that's not her dog. That's Rana's dog.
All right, yeah, Rana's dog. What's the dog's name?
Dog's name is Frint. The
I'm
DM
not gonna
forgot
pet the
forgot
dog,
to
but
give
I'm
the
gonna
dog
go
a name
there
and had to
and-
go get a random
Right.
name real quick. Frint's the dog's name. Is it? Yeah, the dog. He takes kindly to Rana, but that's about it. Not the nicest dog around.
Rana
Right.
is her name, you said?
Rana's the elf.
I'm gonna give myself guidance, and I wanted to try to like get this dog to kind of like me.
Animal handling. I would. All right, you do what you want. I'm not your daddy.
Oh yeah!
So you walk up. The dog looks at you real quick.
Yeah, 26.
Bares its teeth. You see the red eyes and the little bit of drool coming out. But as you come up to it, slowly it just like the the Dog Whisperer, is that the TV show? Just like melts. All the anger melts away. Eyes closed. Let you put your hand on his head.
That's a good boy. It's a good dog. It's a good dog. What's the dog doing? Oh, just like getting more playful with it. Oh, wow.
And then he bites your face
I'll,
off.
I'll only do it for like a minute and then I'll.
You turn back and you
stop.
see the dwarf just looking at you like, how did he do that?
What's the dwarf's name? Griff?
Greffin.
And that's a dwarf paladin.
Mm-hmm.
What was the human's name?
Carvis.
Did they give it?
Carvis.
And what do I know what role they fill in this group? Can I tell by their clothing?
You can make out the Carvis is a fighter type. You know, Ron is a ranger of some sort. You got the rogue, and Greffin is your paladin. So yeah, get them all figured out.
Okay. Which one is the leader? The one that walked up to us first was Rana?
Ron is one in the trees that shot the arrow at you. Carvis is the human that first started talking.
Okay. Is Carvis the one that's in here with us right now?
Yeah, he's the one who seems to be doing the talking. You guys aren't in the hut. You're just outside the hut.
And do all these people seem on the level? Like they're telling us the truth and they're all that?
As far as your insight, that's what it's told you so far.
Okay. It's like, Carvis, you've been searching for this Elmira. How close have you been to her?
Well, we got a little bit of a tussle. a few days back. We tracked her all the way from out east at that temple. She stole some things from him. I guess some incense and some water, some holy water, and it seems like a small thing to be stealing for as much gold as they want to give us, but we're just here for the job. So we tracked her out. A whole mess of carnage out there east by the kobolds. I don't know what happened over there, but we seemed to run in. We didn't run into very many over there, but a whole bunch of them were out this way. And we've been sort of just hunting her around. She gets around quick. I don't know where she goes. She's all over the place. As soon as we think we find her, she's 2 miles east or west or wherever.
Have you noticed anything strange about her?
Well, yeah, everything's strange about her. She's not some little thief like they're talking about.
I don't even think she's an elf.
Well, I don't know about that. We just got a description of her. We fought her here. She looked like an elf to me, but she's got some powers or something.
If you run into her, be careful. I think she's more than she seems.
Yeah, we got to get her by surprise. That's why we need your help finding out where she's at, but we haven't been a whole lot of that.
I'm going to get up and go outside and look around and see if I see any of the... Because I've seen her footprints.
Remember, you are outside. You are outside the tent, the cabin. You haven't been inside. You went inside for a minute and looked around, but that was it. All you're sitting.
I was sitting next to wherever we put Krog.
We're all sitting just outside the door.
Okay. So I'll walk around and see if I can find her footprints anywhere.
Yeah, give me survival or perception, I guess, or investigation.
While he's doing that, I'll go inside the cabin and do a search myself.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are a lot of kobold footprints here, and you gather there was some fighting. You can pick up. There's blood. Quite a fight happened here. Looks like amongst the kobolds and some probably the folks that are here. You do pick up Omira's footprints, but whenever you come across hers, they seem to be underneath the other ones. So she hasn't been here a while, is what you're gathering. The kobolds and these guys are more recent. What was your perception inside the place? Oh, give me a perception inside that hut.
I'll give myself guidance. Perception. Dang it.
No.
14. That hut.
14. There's a pack in there, and when you went in here before with Omira, you kind of just peeked in there. You didn't really see much, but there's just there's an old ratty bed. There's a desk. There's a shelf, and that's pretty much it. She had some potions in there, and those seem to be gone.
So based on my investigation, it looks like the kobolds walked here and then died.
Yeah.
I'll go and ask Carvis, do you know why kobolds would walk here and then die?
Well, they died here because we killed them.
Oh, these are all ones that have come since you've been here.
Well, no, they were here and we got rid of them.
Do you think they ran Omira out?
These little kobolds?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't think so.
Why would they be here then?
Well, I don't know. So a whole lot of goings on east of here, where they normally hang out. They've got this hill over there called Willem. Lots of kobolds over there, but there wasn't much there when we toured over that way a few days ago.
Is that over by the big mountain?
It's east of that one up that way. He points north. It's east over there. It's kind of near the that shrine where the geyser is.
Have you been around that big mountain?
No, we haven't made it up that far north.
I'll tell you, that might be a place you might look for her. But,
At the mountain?
but be forewarned, it's a pretty scary place.
Well, I think we can handle it.
If you go there, I sure hope you can.
But what kind of scary?
Like,
You know-
just, that big, nasty tentacle monster?
Yeah, I think you guys say you killed, but I don't believe you.
That's where it came from.
There's more of those things in there?
Don't know.
I doubt it. We kind of, brought the place down a little bit. Place you could go in. We kind of demolition that, so hopefully we stopped any more from coming out.
Interesting. You don't spot any old ruins or anything over there, you think?
Graveyard.
Yeah, graveyard, but nothing. We know that gnomes used to live out there, but they were pushed out a long time ago.
Graveyard up there by that mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things around here you think might be of interest?
We really haven't explored too much, but we haven't noticed anything.
Yes, but for money.
He said, all right. That's valuable info.
That mountain, did y'all feel the rumble a few days ago?
No.
Okay.
Like an earthquake?
Yeah, it was like an earthquake. That's a good way to describe it.
That mountain did that?
I don't know if it was the mountain, it just kind of felt like it was coming from there.
I can see him turning things in his head. He says, "That's okay. It's interesting. All right. If you got anything else you think you stumbled across here, then we're all ears. We do a little adventuring on the side,
There was a little Kreen camp with what looked like a big ship's hull around it. But I'm sure that's where one of those gelatinous creatures came through there. Pretty well wiped out by now.
A ship's hole over here. Yeah, that kind of fits with what we heard. This used to be a big sea. Like a long time ago.
The whole place, huh?
Yeah, there's a desert just south of here. Used to be a big ocean. Well, big sea at least.
If I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
He gets up and goes and looks like he's taking out like a watch. Krog, you wake. What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Okay.
I wake up.
Krog, you wake up. Man, it hurts, and man, you're thirsty.
I look around me. Who's?
You see there's a dwarf sitting next to you. You've got Eru sitting next to you, and I think Saren's right there as well, right?
Yeah.
How does my arm feel? Or my
You hold
hand?
your hand up, and it is spread. It's all down, but all but your thumb is like you can almost see through it, like a jello kind of a look.
Hang on there, buddy. Don't
And
freak out.
it hurts
We'll be all
a
right.
lot.
Here, I'll go get you some more water. I'll try
Thank
to
you.
find more water.
Yep. You can get there's a keg kind of set in the cabin there. Dunk out some water. It's really nasty water, but it's water. Like they just dunked it into a lake and that was it. And you can pour it onto his hand. You're gonna give it to him.
I'll pour it on his hand.
Okay. Yeah, and as soon as that hand hits the water, pain is gone.
Why don't you just stick your hand in here, and I'll try to find I'll just bring out that tub of water and set it there. Just put your hand in there.
I nod.
I know
I
it's
do that.
gross, but
Okay. And the water is starting to kind of there's like a mucus kind of film setting around the water.
Mm. I'll do that. I'm just too weak to do anything right now.
I'm sure that won't get infected at all. I'll take a watch if they need it.
Yep. So beginning of the night
I'll take one
of
with him.
the watch, Carvis comes over and says, "We need just between the two of you, one of you take first watch, and the other one take the last one." That'll do.
Which one you want?
I don't care.
I was sorry. I was talking to Eru.
Just look at the guy. Maybe I'll take the first one. Maybe you can get some rest in.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, first watch. You are up with Rana, but Rana is on the other side. And she tells you, "Go stand over there. Just keep an eye out. You see something? You know how to whistle?
I will whistle.
There you go." And old Frent will he'll grab that side over there. Frent doesn't need a lot of sleep. He's a good dog.
Okay.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Keep an eye on Frent as I make my way over to my spot. Man, I'm so good at doing things that aren't cards.
Okay. All is quiet. Frent seems to be making just kind of making the rounds. He's making sort of perimeter sweep as he moves around. All seems quiet. Second watch. Did you want second or third watch, Joe?
Third watch.
Yep. You guys go to bed. All quiet. Third watch.
4 hours.
Rick comes up and shakes you and says, "Watch, get up and watch. You
I'm gonna
go over there."
when he wakes me up, I'm gonna check, make sure I have everything.
Okay. Seems to be there.
I'm gonna pull out my money pouch and make sure it's all there, and I'll count 1.
Okay.
2.
Rick walks away and stops and looks back at you. Just watches you as you count your money.
He knows how much you got now.
But I'm looking at him just.
He smiles.
See, I know I'm pretty smart.
No. You dumb one. He books it into the trees. Starts climbing a tree. Okay, give me a perception check. Frint has gone to bed.
21.
Okay. So there is east of here. You don't see anything, but you can hear some grunting. It's a ways out there, maybe out there, so east of these trees is like that path where you guys have been walking on, probably out that direction. But there's some sort of grunting going on, some large creatures grunting around.
I'm gonna wake up the hunter.
Okay.
Or the ranger.
She's sleeping in the ground there with Frint curled up next to her, keeping her warm. One eye pops open.
I think there's something out here. Maybe you'll be able to hear a little
She
bit better.
springs up, and as does Frint. She very, very quickly and quietly charges over to the side, to the trees.
I'm gonna give her guidance as she goes.
Okay.
Here, this will help.
She's listening. Frent listens.
Oof.
She looks at Frent.
Does Front get advantage on smelling things?
Looks at. I think it is. I don't know what. We'll do it. Oh,
Hey!
Nice.
so they look at each other and they're like, just a squirrel. And then all of a sudden, Frent ears perk up. A little lick of a flame goes up his spine. And she listens. And she comes back to you. And she says, there's something out there. It says, unless you're in for a fight, we can keep quiet. We'll go get it.
I mean, I'd rather stay safe, but if you think we can handle it,
She says, why don't you get your elf friend there to go sneak up and see if he can see it.
all right.
Has it been an hour into this watch yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm awake already.
Eru,
Yes.
there's something over there.
Just over there fiddling with cards.
You want to go give it a look-see?
Sure.
Here, I'm gonna give him my what's it called?
The dark
Make your,
vision
yeah,
thing.
yeah, eyes of night.
Okay. I will
give
try
it to
sneak
him.
around.
I'll give it to the ranger, and I'll give it to the dog because I can do 3 creatures.
I'll try to sneak over.
She says, we'll get up in the trees. When you see something, you whistle.
I'll do the whistle, yes.
Climbs a tree. Give me a stealth and perception.
That's terrible.
That's the word.
I'm gonna go over to Grog and stand over him and protect him.
That's not terrible.
His name's Krog.
That's okay.
Did I say something else?
Yeah, it's a Grog.
Sound like Grog.
Okay.
Okay. So you stealthily, somewhat, sneak along the trees through this grove here. And you get to just about the edge of the grove, and the first thing you catch is a glimpse of fur, a large furred thing, kind of rooting around in the ground. And as you get a little closer and you start seeing what it is, it's a large bear-like creature, owl-like face, sort of sniffing around. There is a couple of dead kobolds that it's sniffing its way through. Doesn't seem to be eyeing you. He's as noisy as you are.
Okay, I will come back and report.
Okay.
It's some sort of owl-bear hybrid.
Somebody must have watched the D&D movie trailer.
It's sniffing some dead kobolds.
Believe it or not, I had this in last week, but it
Oh,
never popped up. But it's D&D. You have to have owlbears. Just wait. Next week you get a beholder.
that was a big thing in the movie trailer.
Yep.
The druid turning into an owlbear.
Yep, you'll get a mimic here too.
Mhm.
So Rana looks at you and she like raises an eye and she says, like, okay, what are you gonna do?
Wait here. It looks like it's just interested in the kobolds for now. If it gets its belly full there, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, you stay up there and keep an eye on it. I'll watch you.
Okay.
If it comes this way, you let me know and I'll shoot it. Easy as that. Don't go attracting it. Just keep an eye on it.
Okay. Now that I know where it is, I'm just going to get to within, just because I can see 300 feet. So I'm just going to get just to within that 300 feet so I can keep an eye on it and be as far away from it as possible.
Okay. It's just kind of sniffing around on those kobolds. And
Wait. Lick my finger and stick it up in the air. Am I upwind or downwind from it?
wind's going from north to south.
And it is
It's
north
east,
of me or
and
south
it's
of me?
east of you.
Okay, I'm fine.
It sniffs around a little bit. It kind of starts sniffing its way into the woods towards your direction. It moves a little bit further in.
For every step it takes towards me, I'm taking a step back.
Okay.
Keeping it right at that 300 feet.
Okay. Sniffing around. And it takes a step back. It goes back to the path and starts heading out.
Okay.
Because he rolled real poor.
Yay! I'll just come back. He's leaving. He's given up.
The rest of your night goes uneventful. Morning comes. Krog. There's a little bit of pain going in there, but not immense pain like it was before.
Did we get a
Right.
short rest?
Yeah.
Is this the one where we get the full D8?
Right.
You're full. Okay.
That's if you have any hit dice left, though.
I have one.
I don't think I have any. But it doesn't matter because I'm full. So
Is Zarik or Ulf doing anything in this time?
I'm just
You've been invited in. We did the last time. Spline said you're welcome to use their training room if you wish. He'll
practicing. Wait, I've only been here for like a day though, right?
You've been here for about half a day.
Okay.
But if there's anything you want to do in that half a day, let me know.
Not really. I'm gonna be practicing my shooting for my feet.
Okay. So morning comes and all is well. And the dwarf comes over and he pulls out a little leaf. And where's my... He begins to cast a spell. It's like a ritual spell.
oh, it's a ritual spell. This guy was holding out on us the whole time.
Not that one. I forget.
Is he gonna lay on hands?
No, 1 second. Yeah, he's gonna. Hang on a second.
Oh.
That's what I get for putting my notes on something different.
I thought you said you weren't gonna do that.
I know. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. So he begins to pulls this leaf out and sets it there and begins working on the ground, and he looks around, and he studies Krog real close, and says, "Yep, looks like it's just a disease he's got. I can fix that." And he looks around. And he looks at Saren. He kind of squints. He says, "Where'd you get that?
What?
You feeling all right? You got a disease too."
What?
What do you mean?
Well, make it any clearer, I can see what diseases, and I can see one in you.
Well, what is it? I don't feel bad.
He says, "Well, I can fix one of you."
Well, fix him. Go with him. Don't worry about me.
Closes his eyes, puts his hands on Krog, not on the gooey bits. And you can see almost instantaneously, you can see the hand start to recoalesce into a Krog hand.
Nice.
To solidify.
Yeah, and you are all back to normal, Krog.
I immediately give him a hug.
Oh. He kind of pats you on the back a little bit. He says, "Oh, all right. That's enough of that."
I let go and I say to everyone, I say, "I'm grateful. Thank you."
Glad to have you back, big fella. You are not easy to carry. Let me tell you.
I know.
Do I see anything that the guy was talking about on Saren?
Nope.
Great.
Do you know what kind of disease it was? That's on me.
He walks up and he looks. He says, "Let me see your shoulder."
All right.
He looks and you got, and you can see that claw mark from that frog thing. It's healing over just fine, and nothing wrong with it. But he touches it. You got something in there.
Well, appreciate you helping our friend. Hopefully I can figure out how to get this sorted myself, but we appreciate you, really, truly.
Indeed.
If there's anything we hear, take this. I'll give him the 17 gold that I have.
He nods, puts it in his pockets.
I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
Well, it helps. We got a bit of a mission of our own, and every coin helps. Maybe we'll see you again sometime.
I sure hope so. Maybe we can share a drink sometime.
I'd like that. Carvis comes over,
I don't.
and he says, "Well, this is where we part ways. You go your way, well, we're gonna go ours. We got some missions and looking out to do."
One thing before we leave. There's a Maru city here.
Maru,
Normally they're fine, but if you don't know them, they probably won't like you.
a whole
Be
city,
on the lookout.
a whole city of them.
Yeah, small village.
That's strange. All right. We'll keep an eye out.
And don't mess with the cream. The Maru kind of oversee them. And if you stir anything up, you'll kind of make the Maru mad. And they are powerful folk.
All right. We'll keep an eye out.
And I will say they're not just straight to aggression. They just want to protect their lands. So you just be cordial if you see them, and I'm sure they'll do the same with you.
You hear that, Rick? Cordial. But yeah. He's a dumb one. Don't listen to him.
I took your money and you took some of mine. We're even.
Krog, you notice Rana steps down from the trees, and you've seen her kind before. She is a sand elf, who are the folks that came in and built a town on your old town. Those people. Your people when we played the map game. Your people.
I notice her and I make a remark. I say, "You're far from home."
So are you. I haven't seen
I'm
one-
looking. I'm looking for my clan's killer.
Oh, okay. I'll describe her a little better. She's a little bit on the short side, probably 5 foot. Just very tan, kind of like a leathery tan, kind of like she's been in the sun, Southern California kind of a tan. You know what I mean? Tan and
Tan, yeah.
dry kind of skin, and definitely a ranger.
Okay. That's all I say.
He says, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that." She kind of she's a little caught off guard of seeing a Goliath here.
Okay.
But she gets her dog, and they start packing some things up in their camp, starting to get ready to head out. What do you guys want to do?
We're walking back to Rythan, I guess.
Yep.
So
On our way back, I want to be on the lookout to make sure we're not being followed by them.
give me a survival and a perception check.
And I will, as we're walking, are you okay, Siren?
I feel fine. That's got me a little worried, though.
I don't just mean that. I mean, you said your sisters?
Yeah. Riley and Cerula. they stay at the church, and I send them what money I make, and I'm sure they seemed happy last time I saw them, but it's been a while, and I just hope they're okay. I honestly, if as soon as we can get out of here, that's where I'm going. I gotta find them.
The way they talked about it, it seemed like there was enough time for them to evacuate.
Yeah, that's what's kind of giving me hope and letting me stay pretty level-headed about it, the whole thing. But I am deeply, deeply worried.
For what it's worth, I think it will be okay.
I appreciate that. That makes me feel a little better. Thank you, Eru. And I'll put my arm around him. Yeah, it'd be nice if you came with me to find them. They're really cool.
Sure. Sounds like an idea.
We'll have to cook you up some of what my mom used to make before she passed. Great cook. My sister just does a fantastic job recreating all the food that she used to make for us whenever we were younger.
I look forward to it. Always looking forward to learning new recipes.
Yeah, I wish I could cook. I got, brick hands, but my sisters are great, so it'd be a shame if something happened to them. He
We'll
kind
find
of
them.
breaks up a little bit and then gets through it.
Eruz was a little bit reluctant to having his arm put around him, but he just sort of gently reaches over and pats him on the back. This will be okay.
Well, we got something to focus on though right now, and that's kind of helping. So let's get to it.
All right. 16 perception.
Okay. Quiet walk back. You find first thing you come across is the tower, the Maru Tower where Spline was stationed that one day. And
Bearing, right?
sorry, not Spline. Sprocket was there.
Sprocket.
Yeah. And there is one Maru there, and a couple of Kreen at the tower.
Do we recognize him?
You've seen the Maru around a little bit. You saw him around the town. Let me find my Maru names. I forget which one it is.
I mean, if we recognize him, I won't even stop to talk to him. I'll just
Yeah.
wave at him as we go by.
Yeah, he just doesn't do anything. He just kind of looks at you. Kreen grab their spears, and then they wait for orders, but nothing comes, so they just let you pass. And so it's about 2 more hours, and you make your way into Rythid. They let you in. Lots of guards at the gate. And as you enter, you see Spline come over to you. And he says, well, we need a report.
From the camp?
Mm-hmm.
Did they not tell you?
We want to hear it from you.
We went there. Some of them had already ran off. There was a big frog monster.
Yep, and I'll pull out my cut that I got from it.
We dispatched it. Stayed the night with them. They should be fine now. We tracked down one of the... Wait, who's asking about this?
Sprocket. I think I did I say Spline again?
Okay.
Sprocket.
Spline.
Yeah.
Sprocket.
Okay. On our way back, we fought one of the big goo monsters. I'll point to, it was Bering that was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Bering can fill you in on all that. He was there.
He said, you seem to have made some friends around here, so if you're able to get Bering on your side, then you better be doing something right, because Bering, he doesn't like anybody. Spline has given me the authority to let you have use of the town as you wish. You can use our barracks, our armory. See, there's a little bit of hesitation in his voice as he's telling you this because it's all kind of awkward for him saying this to a non-Maru. He says you're welcome to stay in the farmhouse for a few days. We have materials and training, and you can use that as you wish.
Thanks, Sprocket.
Thanks for your help.
I will head in and make sure everyone that left of our party is okay, and then
Yep. Rest of the other two of you see them coming in here.
Okay.
well, I'm gonna go check out this training room.
The training room.
It's definitely the biggest building in the whole
Montage.
place.
Gonna be a montage.
They
Same.
have a big. There's there's no bunks or anything. There's no sleeping going on. There's just sort of like rest spots that you can make out in this around the town, and in this barracks there's like little cubbies for them to kind of rest in, power down in. There's a nice array of weapons.
Charging stations.
Yeah,
They dock.
right. We don't need beds. What do they do?
Yeah.
They like
just
the
sit.
board. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got those things from Spencer's Gifts behind their heads.
They have there's a few decent weapons in there. You notice Eru notices some nice glass made weapons, elven glass made, amongst the mix, and not a wide variety of things, but a couple pole arms, a couple long swords, falchion, a couple rapiers. That's just kind of the small entry room as you come into there, and then as you go to the side room, there's a big, almost like a dojo where you've got a bunch of training dummies, and there's different sections of this place set up. There's a big
Dojo.
sort of sparring ground area in there. Definitely the biggest building in the whole town, and it's dedicated kind of to this spot. There's places to test your ranged weapons as your melee weapons, and as well as fight each other. And that's it. So, River needs to go to bed, so we're going to take a break.
Okay.
You're going to have some time here, so you can tell me what you want to do while you're here in that time.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay, be right back.
Okay, I'm a thirsty.
Button pushed.
Button pushed.
Ooh.
All right, welcome back.
We're done telling stories.
I missed a follow there. Thanks, Grey Mouse. And however. Thank you for following.
What a great name.
Expertly pronounced.
Yep. You really nailed that one.
I know. I'm a bit of an expert at names.
I know. I'm so good.
Yeah. We'll never forget urine.
This is urine. Oh no.
Urine? Did you say urine?
Oh no.
It was started with a Y. It's fine. Y. It's
It's like Yuri, but
it's
with
like
an N at the end.
Saren, but with a Y and a U.
And a U. Did I get my feet? Is it?
All right,
No,
so
I
we
think
should
I
let David and Eric play today, and Francisco. All he's done is play
You
the
know,
unconscious.
I was
game.
thinking. I was
He
just
played
throwing it in there.
unconscious so well.
I played unconscious. Yeah.
Like Oscar goes to Francisco.
I saw 3 awesome movie trailers while you guys were doing that thing.
No, good.
New John Wick movie trailer, sick.
Oh, what?
New Lord of the Rings trailer, pretty good.
I thought of today.
And then the I Am Groot thing looked really dumb,
Oh,
but
man.
good for them for making it.
Oh,
I gotta check those out.
Yeah, new John Wick. Yeah, you gotta check it out. It's
I
so
gotta
sick.
check. I'm a die-hard fan of that.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
man.
brother.
I was
He
not
knows
aware.
what's up.
I was not aware.
Came out today. I saw a teaser on Twitter. They were like, it's
Oh,
coming today. And I
man.
Oh
was
look,
like,
now you got him over there
shit.
searching for it. No, it's D&D time, not
No,
not
no,
trailer time.
right. Okay, yeah,
Only 1
yeah.
minute long. It's only
That
1
was what you
minute
could have
long.
done while you were unconscious, Francisco.
I would have if I had known.
It looks sick.
Oh,
I
man.
can't wait. It comes out next year, though.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my god.
All right.
Holly, The Bear is on Hulu as well.
Is the Bear a TV show? I never
The
heard
Bear
of
is
it.
a TV show. She said you want to watch it, but it's on. Didn't have FX, but it's on Hulu.
It's really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it, but Joe said it's like super good. Maddie Matheson's in it.
I never even heard of it.
It's like a show where a guy is like a Michelin star chef, and he's got to come back and take over his brother's restaurant, and it's like,
A dumpster fire.
yeah, it's like and everyone's like,
place.
I don't like you, boy.
They're
I'm
like, we
assuming
do
that's
things a certain way, and he's like, yeah, your way sucks, and they're like,
And And they listen. I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it because it's got Matty Matheson in it. They got my boy in that show.
He walks in and he goes, "I'm Matt. This dead
I'm Matty Matheson. That'd be hilarious if that's what he did. I love that guy. He's great. 10 out of 10.
All right, so the party has returned to Rythen. And if you want to do something, let me know. As you walk into town, the air of the town is defense. You don't see a lot of Maru. The training room is pretty well empty. Not really a lot of activity in the town. What Maru are here seem to be on the wall or out guarding. You don't see much else of as far as activity. There is still Gideon is in the workshop along with the other bot, which I lost my name list of all my Maru. It's in here somewhere.
I guess I'll be in there with them. I trained. I got my feet. I'll help them out.
Okay.
I want to go find Spline before I start training.
Okay.
Yeah, when do we add our feats?
So Spline's gonna get you all together. Whenever you go to Spline, he says, "Good. I want to talk to all of you. So go round up the rest of you and come meet me in here in my office."
All right. I got some news to talk to you about too.
All right.
I'll go grab everyone.
So everyone's rounded up, goes into Spline's office, and Spline door shuts behind you, and he's sitting back in his chair, and he says, "I may have misjudged you a bit. We don't take kindly to." Sorry, I'm still in the Southern drawl thing. We don't like. Once it turns on, I can't turn it off.
It's addicting, man. It's addicting, and fall into it, and like for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be like, "Well, I'll tell you what."
That's so freaking funny.
He says,
"Oh my god."
We've had troubles in the past with people coming in and just attacking us and betraying us, and it's this is a sanctuary, and we may have mistaken you. My commander of our army here, Bering. He seems to think you're worth trusting, and if you can get him on your side, then I guess you're okay.
Oh,
So you're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
You're welcome to stay here. If you want to stay here, we're going to put you to work, but you may use our facilities as you wish. I apologize for any anger on my part or mistrust. I've been informed that that you're okay. We'll put it that way.
Well, since we're okay, can I get my memory looked at? That'd be great.
Yep, we can do that. I'll talk with Gideon.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thanks. I
I
was
do
just
wanna-
helping him, so.
Do want to report. We were able to get Krog healed up, but not by Omira. Whenever we were going there, we ran into a group of adventurers, a ranger, a paladin, this weird little rogue dude. I don't know what he was. Something weird, something foul. And what was the last one?
Fighter.
Stand
A
up.
fighter. They seem like okay, all right people. They're the ones who helped Krog. I did let Eru did let him know, you guys are here and this is your land, and that probably shouldn't come up this way. But if they do and they see you guys, we told them be respectful, be cordial.
You know what they're doing here?
They're looking for Omira.
Yeah, any business we've had with Omira has not gone well.
Yeah, it sounds like they're looking to. She's stolen some things from some people, and they were hired to come catch her.
Yep, that fits It's just a nuisance, really. It's best they don't stay around here long, though. Anytime we've had outsiders come through our lands, it never ends well. Typically, lives are lost on our part. And it's my job to keep this place safe. And so...
And that's kind of what we told them, you know, this is y'all's area, this is y'all's land, and they needed to be respectful of that.
Okay. He says, Ulf,
Yeah.
if we do this, Gideon will tell you all this, but I'll tell you this from a similar point of view. That it's going to open up a whole new world for you, but you might not like it. You
maybe
may
not,
not be
but-
the same person, and you will not be the same person you are right now.
Well, I think it's worth the risk.
I want you to think about it. Make sure, because there's no going back.
Okay.
Also, it may not be as complete as you want. It may be nothing. But that's for Gideon to tell you. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
fair enough.
we've had instances where someone got their memory back and didn't go well.
Like, how did it not go well?
Like, things look different once you get your mind back.
Okay, well, I'll think about it, but I'm pretty sure I want to do it, at least, you know. But I'll think about it.
Okay. Sprocket here will escort you out. You can, again, I've let Hope know. You can stay there. And you're welcome to the workshop and the barracks. When we need you, we'll come
One
back and
thing
get
I
you.
would like to ask before we go, now that we are all friends here, do you think we could see Malefique?
Kind of leans back in his chair. Says that's not a good idea.
What can you tell me about it? All the Kreen seem to think it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal for them. But not a good idea to be messing with that.
What is Malefique?
Queen bee.
Is she just like a big crane?
Yeah, something like that.
That's interesting.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here.
Do I get any kind of weird vibe when he's talking about Malefique?
Yeah, I'll do an insight.
Give me an insight check.
Natural 20.
Woo.
Nice.
Nice.
He doesn't like talking about this.
Oh.
That's your vibe you're getting.
But it does seem like it's a real thing.
Nothing alludes that it would be fake.
Okay.
But he was
Trying
a bit.
to
he
pick
was,
up if
he was
he is,
cordial
like,
when you
lying.
came in, somewhat as cordial as he's been. And as soon as you mentioned that word, he got a much more stern.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out if he's lying about Malefique existing or not.
You didn't get that.
Oh, yeah. By the way, if any of the Kreen or anything get that ailment like Krog had, it's a disease, so you can cure it if you have the right spells. So, if you find out what the right spell is, did I know what the spell was that he cast?
Said it was a ritual.
The ritual he cast was he was detecting poison and disease.
Mm.
He just touched your hand and close his eyes, touch Krog. So it wasn't really a spell. It was something just sort of some sort of maybe innate ability or something that he passed through himself into Krog. It was lay on hands.
I know.
He used some sort of magic though, and he was able to cure him right up. So there is a way to get rid of it. And if you know of any ways to cure diseases, he said I have one too from this, and I'll show him. I don't know what it is. I don't feel bad or anything, but he said I do have something.
So we don't have any of that around here. Any disease curing.
I'm gonna look
It's
into
not something
it a
that
little bit.
affects us.
Yeah. I'll talk to Hope.
Okay. It's Hope wants to be left alone. Hope likes being left to just kind of mind her things. So if it's not too important, I wouldn't bother Hope.
Thought she liked us.
Yeah, she's the reason that I have let you stay in this place. She does like you. But I've been with Hope a long time, and she wants to just doesn't want to worry about things out there in the world.
Do I get a weird vibe when he talks about hope?
Yeah.
Something's up with that, and I can't figure out what it is. And I want the dice to tell me.
Stop being so suspicious about everything.
Stop being so trusting of everything. You're gonna tell me how to play my character.
Maybe I won't be for long, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the training room, I guess.
Okay. Opens the door, let you out. It says, when we have need of you, we will go find you.
Does he have keys on him?
You do notice some keys behind his desk. There's a key hanging on a hook, on a nail.
All right. Does it look about the size of that door that guy is guarding?
Yeah, could work.
Okay.
I mean, it's a key, so.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Some locks may be bigger. Like it could be.
It's a medieval key. How about that?
Okay. It's a skeleton key. It opens everything.
No, it's got little knots on the end.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you guys kind of have the run of the place. If you want to do anything, let me know. But you're going to get your feat. This is your level 2.75 feat that you're getting.
Okay.
And if you want to describe how you have attained that feat, you may do so. You're going to have probably about a week here before anyone's going to really disturb you. Just as a future note, if you want to add that into your fixing some things of feat gathering.
I'm just going to be working on quickness, having been out of position a couple times during that globby fight and having to drag people away. I'm going to be working on getting faster.
Okay.
So I'm taking mobile.
Okay. What you got?
I'll just.
What you doing?
I feel like mine is just like practicing shooting more, since I have the time to do it. Downtime.
What feat?
I also I took Gunner.
Okay.
Which will. Oh, I have practice in reloads as well, like fast reloads.
Yep.
Because I'll be able to ignore the reload.
There is.
And I'll be able to shoot within 5 feet.
Oh, snap.
I only shoot people from 5 feet away.
There is a Syntax. Is this Maru's name? Who basically has a gun in his chest.
Does he get mad when you say things in the wrong order?
These are the most fun to name. And he'll work with you and try to. Since you guys both have guns, he kind of teaches you how he loads his chest up. It's a little different, but he can assist you in that and aiming and target practice and all that.
Nice. Do they have a lot of like this black powder that they've made they get these bombs and stuff?
Yeah, they have quite a bit of it. And you figure that Varney sent you to go get black powder out of the mines, and you figure they got that.
This is where all it went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because you notice you see some gnomish words on the every once in a while on the barrels.
Okay. He doesn't really understand how it works, though, right, Gideon?
Yeah, he's having trouble with the mechanical parts of it.
Okay.
He is working with, I think, gear.
Are there like sticks of dynamite in this?
Yep, there's some of those in there.
Okay. I might try to put something together, like a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, you have a week.
All right.
A week is enough to you get the feat, and if you want to like work on like learning a skill, that's also something that can be done in here too.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to make a crossbow bolt with a dynamite on it that'll blow up on impact.
Okay. Okay.
Just a little one. I'm gonna do a little one for. I'm gonna make it for.
Yeah, it has to be a custom
Eric.
one. That wouldn't really.
I know.
Krog, what are you doing?
I am going to learn how to crush things with my hands some more. That's why I'm getting the crusher feat.
He's doing the like I said earlier. You straighten out your fingers and you like into sand and stuff to make your fingers real hard, and then you can
After
Kung
that
Fu style iron body training.
After that defeat, I was like, I gotta get it together.
I gotta crush harder.
I gotta crush harder.
He's like, I have
live
to
up to my
crush
name.
because when I punch, I break my knuckles.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just
Oh wow!
strength training.
I don't even think this will be that broken because dynamite doesn't do that much damage actually.
So you said we're gonna be here for a week. If that's the case, I would sort of put feelers out for anyone that knows anything about poisons.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Zarik, what are you doing in this week?
Yes. Okay. This could be okay. So I gotta think about what shield stuff.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No, I got this.
Okay.
So he's like shield bashing the dummy.
Okay. Just train
He's also learning-
shield training.
Yeah, shield training.
Okay.
Learning to cover himself up with the shield better too.
What's your feat?
Shield master.
Okay.
So he can like shield bash, and he has evasion with it now.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Oh, how does it work?
I think it's-
You get it has to be a dex save that's targeted against that individual person. It
Oh,
can't
not
be
an
enemy.
area effect.
I love these caveats that happen every time. It's great.
Spells are great if you just read the first paragraph. All right, Saren.
Are there any instruments around this place?
Musical instruments?
Yep.
There's no like you could get one made, a string instrument. There is a tailor that deals with strings and things, but there's nothing there. Nothing.
I'll try to
there.
get a lute made.
Okay. Yep.
And I will
Compile. No, not that one. What's the name of my tailor? No, yeah.
I can help you make-
compile with 4 arms.
Elam?
4-arm compile.
I can help you make a lute. I'm proficient with wood carving.
He's a very good tailor. But yeah, compile
should be
can work up something for you.
If he's a tailor, his name should be Singer. Thanks, Isaac.
He got you.
Like the sewing machine. Is that the,
Yeah.
is that the joke?
There it is.
Excellent. So yeah, he can work something up for you for a loot.
Yeah,
Real easy.
once I get that made, I will start practicing playing music and trying to enhance it with my magic.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Magic Initiate Bard.
Is that what you wanted as a loot? Because if you want like a drum, or there is, from spending some time here, you notice the places are well stocked, as far as like animal skins and hides and metals and wood and any kind of reeds and grasses. They're a well stocked place. So if there's anything you want to get made, they can probably make it for you if you have something else.
Yeah, I'll do a banjo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretch that hide over there. Now he's gonna play dueling banjos. Yeah, I love dueling banjos.
Okay. And the first day, you see a group of Kreen come to the camp and drop off a bunch more, what you can gather as supplies now. There's some bones, piles of bones. This one seems to have bones, and there is some, what's this one? Like iron bits, like just rocks and things. And some wood staff kind of material, like it's been shaved down to wood staves. If they drop that off and then take off. And I lost what I was going to say. Also after the first day and then the second day, you notice a lot of the Maru start coming back that were like on the walls. You see Bearing is now there, and you see a couple other Bit, the little spider-like Maru, as well as a few of the Maru that you've seen around place that you hadn't seen in a while, but they're starting to come back. A lot of the guards are coming back into town, as if it's a little more peaceful outside, and the tone has eased.
Did I have any luck with anyone who knows anything about poisons?
You don't find any of the Maru that have any. I'm trying to think. No.
Okay. Because I figured I have a base knowledge of it, but I was trying to find out more about it. How to like brew them and.
Give me a diplomacy, charisma check. We'll do that. Persuasion. What edition are we playing?
16.
All right. You will go ask we'll go ask the armor, and he says the armor wanted to talk to. Yeah. He says, well, you didn't hear it from me, but I know the humans that live over there. I think they might be who knows your poison. But you didn't hear it from me.
I mean, I would have asked them anyway.
You ask Hope. She does not say.
Okay, I am not going to pry into Hope at all, because I don't know what's going on there. If that being the case, I'll just continue to work on my agility and quickness. Is it possible to work on it enough in a week to get proficiency in acrobatics?
Is it a roll for that?
I don't know. I think it's for, as far as the DMG, I think it's just time spent and occasionally gold spent if it needs to be something that's you need supplies for.
Oh,
yeah.
But if you don't think a week is enough, D&D Beyond lets you do half proficiencies as well.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
What's a half proficiency?
It halves your proficiency.
Fair enough. So 1.5?
I'm going to say not this time, because you're spending most of your efforts on your feet.
Okay.
And plus, learning to backflip is hard.
I was going to just try to learn to tumble.
In the time where I'm not trying to get my feet, I want to be making sure my cut isn't getting worse, and I want to try and figure out what kind of disease I have.
Okay.
Just by examining myself.
Just give me a medicine check, and we'll use this as sort of the time goes on.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yes.
Hey.
All right. So yeah, you're watching it every day, and it's it seems like a normal, nothing too bad. Day 2, you go and you check on it, and it's mostly healed, but there's like a little bump there. And then day 3, you check it again, and there's that. Yeah, it's starting to really. There is a bump in there. It's a little painful when you touch it. Other than that, it's healed back.
Saren got breast cancer.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. I wore pink ribbons.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's what you pick up on. You rolled a 20. Let's see.
Ribbon.
Yeah, so
that makes me laugh because my mom hated that shit.
It's weird. It doesn't make any sense to me either.
A few more
She
days
has
go
breast
by,
cancer, and she's like, I hate pink ribbon.
and yeah, it's all healed, but you can feel there's something in your skin.
I'll go talk to Hope.
Okay.
After a couple days. Hey Hope. I don't mean to disturb you, but could you take a look at something for me?
You can never disturb me. You're welcome to come in and have a chat whenever you want.
Is she a nice old lady or Darth Vader?
She kind of
Could
flops back
never
and forth.
disturb me.
I know this might be. I don't know if it's out of your wheelhouse or not, but I got something going on. I got hit by this big frog, a claw, and well, if you see, I have this big bump, and it's a little tender. I healed up, but this started popping up.
She looks at it. One second. She consults her book, her mind.
Her book.
He's got a book mind.
Yeah.
Knew she was a robot.
Robot.
Oops. She looks at it. She says, that doesn't seem right.
Thanks, Hope.
Sick. That's a good prognosis.
She said, when'd you notice this?
Whenever we got Krog all fixed up, the person who did it was able to detect diseases, and that's how he was able to find out that what Krog was dealing with was a disease. So we're sitting there, and he looked up at me and went, well, man, you got something on you too. So I don't feel bad or anything. It's just, like I said, it's tender in the area.
And this is, he told you got a disease here?
Yeah, from that attack.
Well, it's outside what I can do.
And that's all right. I just figured I'd ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I could look at it and let you know a little more about it, but that's about it.
Yeah, if you can, any information is.
No one else is here, right? Just Saren?
Yeah.
She says, "Yeah, just give me a minute." She goes upstairs. She rummages around for a minute. She comes back down, and she has a little pouch. And she rummages around in her pouch and sets a little leaf out. And she starts muttering some words and closes her eyes for a few minutes. And opens her eyes. And then looks at you, gets real close, and kind of prods around a little bit. Says, yeah, you got something in there. This might hurt. You okay with that?
If it's if you can get it out.
She walks over into the kitchen prep area and grabs a knife. She says,
Okay, hang on, and I'll bite down on.
You lay down, and she starts digging in with that knife.
Have we had a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I've got one hit point.
I got a short rest. I was at 11.
She starts digging in, and it hurts a lot. especially as that knife starts getting in there. And she kind of eventually just pops it out, and this little bead-looking thing. She gets done with it. You're going to take a point of damage, which it doesn't really matter. And then she shows you, and on this knife, there's a bunch of blood on the knife, and there's like a little white bead on the knife.
What in the world is that?
And she says, well, that's whatever was doing it was that. You're not diseased anymore.
Thank you, Hope. Wow, I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself just to clean it up.
She takes the thing and puts it in like a little jar. Scrapes it off into a jar and sets it and just kind of looks at the thing.
What do you think that is?
I have no idea. Where'd you say you got this? Any idea?
A big old frog creature clawed me, and it must have got in that way, I guess.
Okay. Okay. All right. If anything else, just let me know. I'll help you out if I can.
If you want to run any experiments on that and you need some help, you just let me know, because I would definitely like to know what it was.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it is too. But I'll see what Gideon has to say.
Okay, sounds good. Just if you don't mind, just let me know. But whatever. Thank you again, though. If you need anything, if I can repay my debts in any way, you just let me know.
Your passive insight is also informing you that she does know a little more than what she is letting on.
I'll let it slide.
She says, "I'll try to make your spot there in the barn a little more comfortable for tonight, so you can."
You don't have to go to all that.
Get healed up.
You've done so much, and then you make these delicious meals for us. I just feel like I'm just taking so much. I'm not giving back.
No, nonsense.
Nonsense.
Again, you just let me know if you need anything, or if Gideon needs anything, or whatever I can do around here to help. You just let me know.
I'll keep that in mind.
You're a real pro at playing a grandma.
I'll head out.
During this whole week, whenever I'm not training or whatever, or talking to people, I want to try to keep an eye out on the locked door with a guard, and just see if I can see any pattern for changing of the guard or anyone going in and out of that door.
So on day 3, one of the Maru grabs up a wheelbarrow and loads it up with some things. He does it kind of quietly, like not just out in the open, kind of to the side, puts some things in the barrel, and then wheels it back to there, and then they let him in. They seem to change the guards out once a day. Nice 12-hour shift. But day 3, you see him go in there. And he's in there for 20 minutes. And then comes out, empty wheelbarrow. Puts it back, goes back to the barracks.
Could I tell what he put in there?
He went over to one of the rummage pile at the side of town. I was running the wrong map here. Where a lot of the goods that the Kreen bring a lot of stuff in. And most of the stuff goes. Some things go into where the armor and the tailor is. Stuff goes into the barracks. Stuff goes to the smith. Stuff goes to the workshop. And then there's sort of just a pile of collection of things, like some bones over there. Some of the wood staves, and the just sort of extra junk, really gets kind of piled in the corner. And he went over to that pile, started loading it up. You did see some bones get put in there.
Okay.
Where's my? There it is.
Bless you.
I'm back. During this, then the only other thing that I'll do besides that for the week is I'll kind of bug Saren about his god. It's like, what can you tell me about? What did you say the name was?
Mithra.
What can you tell me about Mithra?
She's the goddess of the moon. Gods. You hear stories about how gods used to be involved in the world, but they aren't really. You can't really talk to gods anymore. But you have to have faith, and that's kind of my whole thing. Is I feel like she's always with me. I feel like she's looking out for me, and I don't know where these powers came from, but it had to come from her. I don't. That's the only thing I can think of, and it's really just another big thing for me. It's a calming thing. It helps me relax. It helps me get through things. It's like I always have somebody to talk to.
Maybe you will have to have enough faith for both of us.
Hey, if you can come by the church and, well, the new church once we get it up and running, I guess. Man, I just lost. Ooh, I gotta get home. I keep thinking
with
about
you.
it, and I get to doing things, don't think about it, but it comes up, and man, it just freaks me out, not knowing what's going on with my sisters.
I understand.
And the people of the church. People of the church are good people. They're just, we always try to help everyone, and that's kind of the community up there. It's just helping out.
How are you feeling physically? Are you feeling better?
Yeah. Hope helped me out. I had some weird bead in my chest. And
Bead?
yeah, once that wound kind of healed up, I noticed I was getting a lump in my chest, and to the touch, it was hurting pretty bad. So I went and talked to Hope, and she kind of didn't know what it was at first, but she was like, once she kind of felt around, she kind of got an idea and thought we could just cut it out. So that's what we did.
And you're better now?
Honestly, I didn't feel bad. Just the tenderness, but I healed this up, and now tenderness is gone. I feel good. She kept the bead. I think she's gonna talk to Gideon about it. We're gonna try to find out what it is.
Was it Zarik that also got clawed by that thing? Or have you spoken to Zarik?
I haven't. I need to do that. See how he's doing.
We'll go find Zarik.
Yeah.
He's in there in
Hey,
the barracks
Zarik.
training.
How are you feeling?
How do I feel?
Feel fine.
Feel fine.
You mind if Saren looks at where you got bit?
Okay.
I'll go give him a once over.
Medicine check.
Got it. Did that roll?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're on the wrong map.
Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Keep forgetting to move you guys over. There you go. Genghis, the hero of our stream who makes all our Talespire maps, commented on one of our last video.
Oh, did he?
Oh, really?
Thanks, Genghis. You're the best. You're tops.
It's 18.
Yeah, that's enough. It's enough to know that it's really hard. It's not as obvious as what was on you. It's kind of this leathery cobalt skin. It's healed over. You don't notice it, but Zarik, as he runs his hands over, you feel a little bit of pain as he hits that spot.
Okay, I tell him.
All right. Yep. You got one too. You got a knife, Eru? Let's do that. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but don't worry. I will heal you up right after.
Are you okay doing this? Do you want me
Are
to
you
do
all
it?
right? I'm the more, I got the medical hands. So steady.
Okay.
This is a medicine check. to
Yeah.
pluck that out.
I will give myself guidance and medicine check it.
Can I assist in
If
some
that's
way?
all right, Zarik. I don't want to.
It's
Alright.
kind of a one-man job.
Zrick says,
Okay.
"Go for
Unless
it."
you can describe a way of fixing him. I don't know how you can get in there and help him out.
Well, I mean, I can like hold the thing open, the cut open, right?
I don't like how that looks. I don't like how that rolled.
10.
So you're not no assistance, but as you're digging in there and you just can't find it. Point of damage, Zarik.
Oof.
You're cutting in there and you slice them, but there's nothing.
It's like,
As far as you can tell, nothing in there.
I'm sorry. Hey, just give me one more second. Trust me, I'll make sure you're all right afterwards.
yeah.
Just,
And that one.
I'll keep trying. It's really in there.
We probably should have sterilized that dagger.
One of the Maru comes in and sees this and then backs up, goes back.
Zrick's just kind of taking the pain.
Well, the
man.
I'll give myself guidance again. Do I roll again or?
the organics are at it again.
The organics.
There you go. So it takes you, another point of damage, but you're in there digging around. It hurts. Oh, but eventually you pop this thing out. And a little bead mixed in with some Zarik blood.
I'll cast
A lot of
Cure
Zarik
Wounds.
blood.
Cure Wounds. And you take what is my Cure Wounds? 8 points of healing.
Look at that, I'm back up to full.
Nice.
So on your dagger you have like the size of like a ball bearing.
I'm gonna try and. Anybody got anything I can put this in?
Kind of want to see what's inside.
No.
The middle of it?
Yeah,
Well, here, I'll let you.
I'll take it. I'll just try to put it. We're like in the training room. Is there like a workbench or something somewhere?
There's benches. Like for sitting.
Sure.
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll just try to, as gently as I can, use
Actually,
whatever.
I'll cast resistance on him.
And I'm gonna try to cut it in half and see what's on the inside.
It's super tiny.
I'm quite dexterous.
Give me that. Just give me an attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So you
17.
go to cut it. It does not go flying off. You cut it and it just crumbles as soon as you cut it, and some sort of ooze comes out of it.
What color?
Well, it's all red. It's all covered in blood, and
But it doesn't change the color at all.
looks maybe like a jello-y kind of ooze. You're not sure what the color's still reddish.
I'm real glad that is not inside me anymore.
Everybody loves a little jello ooze.
What if it popped in there? Would have been like. I'm gonna put my. Ah, no.
Does does the ooze have the consistency of, say, an egg yolk?
Yep.
Dude, you could have turned into a tadpole here in like.
I think maybe you would have had a chest burster.
Eru, my favorite movie is Aliens.
That
I think this
would've
something
been
may have been born of you had you left it in there.
real unfortunate. I wonder how big it would have got. You saw how big that frog was? Just like a big, huge. How do they get born? They must get born on like animals and stuff, because any being that has intelligence would be like, I don't know what that is, and we get that checked out.
Inside animals.
I don't know. Zarik didn't even know about it till he asked him.
But surely it's got to get bigger, right? I will say, if it stays that small and then pops out, at least if it stays that small and pops out, it won't be too bad, I guess. I mean, it'll hurt, but
I don't
Could
know.
you
and
imagine
I
if it was
prefer
like
not to
like
find
a-
out.
like a fist size, just right through the chest, blah, like scare everybody.
Right in the middle of dinner.
Ruin all of Hope's great cooking.
I will clean this dagger off before putting
Yes.
it back in my pack.
What do you do with the goo on the table?
I mean, I'm just gonna wipe it off, I guess. Find a rag somewhere.
Okay.
And then
Use a
throw the
shirt.
rag away. I'm gonna go plant the rag in the garden, and then we'll come back. There'll be a little monster growing out.
Piranha plant.
Maybe let's clean it up with a rag and then burn that rag. We'll make sure
Okay.
that thing
Sure.
is gone.
You get the attention of a couple of Maru who are wondering what these humans and elves are doing again as you're burning a rag. But they keep their distance.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Now that that's done,
I'll resume my
I'm just
training.
hanging out, keep an eye on the gate, and then working with my cards and/or crystal, depending on the day.
Okay. Day 4 and 5, uneventful. Day 3 and also on day 5, more Kreen come in and bring stuff in. These have a different supplies. I forget one of them's got like stones coming in and ores and I forget my camps. Another one has load for me. One of them has kind of like a crystally powder that you see coming in, and there's one that comes in with like just a big cart of veggies, carrots and turnips and root vegetables. And that was on day 3, and then on day 5, you've got bones and textiles and some iron on that day. It seems to kind of rotate through those. And again on day 7. We got another cart coming in. And then on the 6th day, someone else goes down to where Malefique might be. And then with a cart. This time you kind of make a better eyes on it. And it is just bones. Just load up a bunch of bones in the cart. Take it down there. Come back, empty cart.
Alright, well. I do want to get my memory back, but if we have to wait a week.
Yeah, so you go into Gideon.
I decide. Yeah.
And Gideon says, you ask him for a memory.
Yeah.
And he says, yep, we can do that. Take a little time. We have to, it's a bit of an effort, and it might be a little strange for the first couple days. I just want to make sure you're ready for this. It may not be anything at all. You might not remember anything. Nothing may have happened. Who knows how long you were off. But we can do it.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I do want to do it.
Okay.
What have I been working on with them? I was working with them. I
yeah,
guess I was trying to...
again, just back with the gun and trying to get the gun perfected. You also said you wanted to work on your crossbow with a...
We can wait on that because I looked into it and the amount of damage it does would be really broken at this level. A stick of dynamite does 3d6.
Dang.
You also got to carry that dynamite around. So
It's one time though, right? It's a one shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one-shot deal. Yeah, I figured they would be balanced by the fact that I'd have to constantly make more. It'd be like an emergency thing. But if you want to let me make it, sick. I do want to make it. But if we need to wait until a little higher level.
Again, it's something because you're working on your gunner skill. That's taking precedence over
time.
anything else. Yeah. So Gideon has you sit down, and the Maru that's in there comes over and starts assisting, and he says, "Well, it's going to get dark for just a minute, and then you're going to get a flash. That's what they say, and maybe you'll get some memories back."
Oh, well, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, piece of cake.
All right.
So he starts messing with something in the back of your head.
Right as he starts, I'm gonna cast guidance on Gideon.
If you're in there, he says, "It's best he be alone for this."
Oh, all right. This is a pretty big undertaking. You sure about that?
It is a big undertaking, and it's even bigger for him.
That's what I'm saying, Ulf. Are you gonna be all right?
I mean, yeah, I should be fine.
All right.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll see if your name's really Ulf.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
It's actually Ulfred.
Man, those bears sure got close.
They
All
just guessed, and they're like spot on.
So, things go dark. You lose your vision for a second.
Okay.
And you are flooded with visions, like all at one time. Over the course of like 2 seconds, you just get rush of visions. A couple of things that you pick out. You see one where you standing in this sort of this desolate, this barren land, and you, along with you look over and there's just a line of elves standing in line, and you have this very large metal contraption, and you are marching towards this. It's like you're just marching through a wasteland to this big city in the distance. It's almost like Crystal City in the distance, and you're marching towards that. Another vision flashes with you like using this thing, and you're blasting, you're like shooting firebolts out of this device that you've got.
Oh, okay.
This is like a laser rifle for
out
of character, and you're blasting away, and there's just a light show with all these Maru in line blasting something. There's a you get a vision of this big golden dragon. You see lots of fire at one point. Another instance, which the last thing you catch is you standing in a room with a bunch of humans looking pretty helpless, and you are holding your weapon to them. And there's a flash, and that's the last thing you catch. There's a lot more that is in there that you need to process.
Yeah.
But those are the first things that come to you. A name does come up. KL35.
Ah, okay.
Is a name.
I figured the name would be like that.
Into your name. You have you gain. I'll tell you a couple of things that's gonna pop up between sessions.
Okay.
But it takes you a few minutes to look around. As soon as you come out of it, you look around and there's a strange metallic creature standing next to you, and there's a little old man who's casting. As soon as you come out, casting a spell. And he touches his chest, and this big shimmer goes over him. And he looks at you and he says, "Ulf?"
Oh, it's Gideon? Is the old man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man, I'm gonna have to really think about how this is gonna change the character. For now, I'll just, how's it going?
You still in there?
Yeah, I think, I'm good.
Okay, good. Great. Well, all right. It's done. It might take some time. I would... probably a good idea to stick maybe around here for the next couple days. Just as things start to process. We lost Oath a few years back. Everything seemed fine at first, but then he kind of lost it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll stick around.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, well, is that it? We're done?
We're done for now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go process this.
Okay.
I love that he's so nonplussed about it. It's great. I just stand up. They didn't tie me down or anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'll just get up and I'll walk out of there.
Okay. So, anybody want to do anything else in this time?
Dirk's just trending away.
Okay.
Same.
All right. So, your week goes by. The Ulf thing happened on around day 5.
Okay.
So on day 6, Spline asks for you to come meet him.
Okay.
And brings you in alone into his office. And he wants to know if you saw what you saw and how do you feel?
Well, it was a lot all at once. I'm still kind of like digging through it. I was in a war with a crystal city, and we know what dragons are. Dragons are like, would I have a word for that?
Yeah, you know of there's a god.
That is a dragon.
That's a dragon, yeah.
I was fighting this big dragon, and then fire everywhere, and then
Crinliana. Crinliana is the dragon.
Crinliana. And I was in a room. Looks like I was about to. I don't know exactly what did happen, but looked like I was about to execute a bunch of people.
I said, yeah, that's I had mine done when we got here about 20 years ago, and I'm still processing. And well, I think you share one with all of us. We did a lot of dark things.
Does anyone? I mean, was yours much different than that, or about?
Yeah, that sums up the first bits that I got. That about sums it up.
Does anyone know what that place is? The big crystal city, or?
No, many of us have been searching for it. It's one of the reasons we're here, is we think there's ruins of it, or maybe where it once was, is somewhere around here. We send scouts occasionally down into the desert south of here. But whatever it is, we need to find it.
I honestly think I might not stay here. I think I might go look for this stuff.
I understand.
I would like to return eventually, but I'm going to stick around for a few days. They told me someone named Oath kind of lost it after a couple of days, so.
Yep. Oath, he had a dark past. And he couldn't take it.
Huh. Okay, well. Does this memory give me any insight on my, like, that defense mode that I have?
Yeah. You start.
I'll ask him about it if it doesn't seem clear from the memories I've already gotten.
He says, "Yeah, we were built for a purpose, and that's to kill. And at some point, we don't know when, we were switched into janitor mode, or servant mode.
Yeah.
But no one has found out when that came. At some point during the Shadow Age, something happened. He says, Hope and I have been searching for a long time.
How long ago was the Shadow Age? Thousands of years?
Shadow Age ended about 200 years ago, 180 years ago.
200 years ago. Okay.
No one knows how long that lasted before the Desolation was the big event, which was who knows how far back.
So okay, but most people now have normal lifespans, right?
Now, yeah.
So there's not really probably anyone other than Maru that are alive from that during that period.
Yep.
Okay.
When folks die, they don't die. They become spirits, ghosts.
Yeah.
So there's still some ghosts around.
They kind of lose themselves, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll stick around for a little while just to make sure that I don't go crazy, but I don't think I will. Nothing too horrific yet, so
Okay.
I appreciate helping me.
We just we need assistance from you as well.
Okay,
I think we'll have a job for you tomorrow.
okay, I'll do that before I go anywhere else.
Okay.
All right.
So, day 7. You guys have been staying in the stables, getting breakfast from Hope every day, doing your chores, whatever, or your workouts, your training. And on day 7 in the morning, Baring comes up to you, knocks, and says, "We got a job for you. We need you to go check out some disturbances north of here. We've got some strange creatures coming probably out of that mountain, near that mountain, and we need you to go take care of it." The Kreen reported another one of those frog things, and we need you to go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I'll look at everyone else since I was the only one who said anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Good. Good.
Okay.
You
So,
okay with this, Saren?
Yeah, yeah. We need to repay our debts, and they've taken us in.
I don't even know about any of that stuff, so I don't have anything to say. I was gonna say something, and then I was like, "Oh wait, I don't know anything." But
all right. So, you guys are heading north out of Rythet again, as you do a lot of. And he tells you that there's been we tracked we saw 3 of those things. We get a little more info from Sprocket as he comes over to you. He says we got 3 of those things, those frog things. They attacked our scouts just south of Steamcliff there, that mountain. And one of our scout came back. The other 2, we don't know where they went. So we need you to go track them down and bring them back.
okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
Drake nods.
All right.
Okay.
He said, just go to the base. It was at that. There's a graveyard there. It's right around there where they got attacked.
Okay.
Okay.
Head over there.
So you marching that way. It's 6-hour march. Give me perception and survival checks as you go that way.
Like
What
to
you got?
assist
I
in
mean-
perception.
While we're walking,
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask 18 perception. I wanna
11
ask
on
Ulf,
survival.
How did you get your memory fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It's a lot. I remember some things pretty clearly, but other things are trickling in. I think are going to trickle in.
Did you figure out your real name?
Yeah, my real name was KL35.
KL35.
When Saren
What
is talking
that?
with you, there is this like you've never felt it before, but this like hatred is kind of brewing in your. You don't know why, but like this is uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Say KL35. Do you prefer that to or Ulf?
No, I don't think so. Not right now, at least. See how it goes later.
You're okay? Did it change your perspective on anything?
I'm okay right now.
Come on, metal man, you can open up to us.
Well, it was just a lot. There was a lot of us, and we had these crazy guns, and we were fighting a big crystal city and a dragon. Lots of fire. And then that's all I remember from that. And then I was in a room with some people. Probably about to execute them, but I don't remember what happens after that yet.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot, but I just need to process the rest of this. That's why they told me I needed to stick around for a few days. Apparently someone else lost it.
Oh. I don't want to pry too much, but if you feel like you need to say something, we're listening.
Well, I'm good right now. Just gonna see how it goes for the next couple days, and then we'll go take care of this, and then
If you need anything, you just let us know.
yeah, I'll let you know.
Say, hey, Elf. Quick reload!
Quick, pow, 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 pow.
You're getting better. You're getting better.
I won't even have to worry about reload. I didn't learn how to reload. I made one of those little things where it holds the bullets and you just stick it in and turn it and pull it and all the bullets are in there. For revolvers, like a speed reloader for revolvers. Yep. And guess what? I can shoot people from 5 feet away now.
I'll take your word for it.
He's like I turned my pistols into snub noses.
Yeah. I just realized, man, if this guy's standing in front of me, there shouldn't be any impedance from me pulling a trigger. And that's all it took. It was just
so
me
just the
thinking
realization.
About that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Malefic's real name is Alice.
What?
It's Alice. I think that she's in chains, down in a hole.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
They bring her them bones.
Oh, man.
All right. So you're making the trek north, and your lookout. You pick up so it's a six-hour walk here, and about 5 hours out, you pick up some tracks, and they're large, frog-like tracks. My talespire just crashed on me.
Oh.
While you're fixing that, I would also say, while you guys are talking to me, I seem less. My voice is more level. Like, I'm not so start-stop, and the tone has changed a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you're using contractions.
Your
Trog didn't like your joke.
Your passive perception and insight can gather that that Ulf is walking a little more has a better presence about him when he walks. If that makes sense.
He's more confident.
He's got some confidence. He has a he was always kind of very off, and a little unsure of himself, but he seems like he's been told to go north, so he's marching north and sure of himself.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Can't believe Trog didn't like my joke. I mean, I want to investigate, but I stay away. Or else I'll become the man in the box. That's 2 more for you.
Keep it coming.
Okay, can you hop on my game board now? Yeah, there we go.
I saw an awesome dad joke on Twitter today.
Oh.
I gotta find it again. Give me just a second.
It was so awesome we don't even remember it.
Oh, cucumbers hate becoming pickles. For them, it's a jarring experience.
Oh.
Francesco didn't like it. He was like, no.
I like it, but I don't want.
There goes all of our viewers.
You're ruining my Twitter, Michael, I think is what's happening. I see your tweets and I'm like, ugh. And then I've seen so many more recently.
What, dad jokes?
Yeah,
Oh man, you mean I'm not the only one that does that?
apparently not.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
That's my thing. Okay, so you're about an hour out, and you spot the tracks of a large frog figure. In fact, you pick up 2 of them, and they are heading north.
They appear to be full size.
They appear to be the size of the ones that were attacked you at the camp.
Okay. Trying to decide if maybe they had been hatching from these eggs and maybe are a little smaller.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
I don't have my dad joke. You already got your dad joke, Trogdor. That's one of my point things. Request the dad joke. How about this?
I just gave you one.
Why do cucumbers not like being pickles?
For them, it's a jarring experience.
Here, I got one. So my wife and I took this 1,000-mile road trip to see our family, and then my uncle asks if we took turns driving on the way up, and I said it's really hard to get there in a straight line. There you go.
Fantastic.
Boo.
So anyway, tracks to the north. You pick up the frogmen tracks going north.
Okay. Following them,
Follow
right?
the way. As
Accent
you,
went Russian there for a second.
huh?
I said my accent went Russian there for a second. I
You
lost it.
you head north. You in sight. You can see Steam Cliff in front of you. Around Steam Cliff, a little bit of activity. You see the thing that looks like a squid. It's all can be described as a squid, and it's like sort of hovering above the mountain off in the distance. It's kind of squidding its way across. There's a little bit
Not
of
an abyssal chicken.
There's a squid floating through the air. Okay.
There's some sort of movement up there on the cliff. You're not quite sure what
boy.
that is. Something moving up there. And you guys go kind of the track's going to lead you to the right, to the east, and it leads you to where the graveyard is. And you're walking up on the graveyard, and you can see a couple of those frog things are messing with something, rooting around, rummaging through something in the graveyard. That's where we're going to end. As you guys
Right.
approach the frog things.
Cliffhanger.
Say, hey, Elf, what's the range on your gun? Can you shoot that squid?
I don't know. How far is the squid? 240 is the long range. For
Yeah,
my
it's out.
gun.
It's past the mountain over the lake.
Okay.
It's miles away. Yeah.
I need to
Miles
get
away.
Put a scope on that pistol.
put a scope on that pistol.
Go.
Listen, if it was the Halo pistol, I could scope in and shoot.
One shot.
One shot, no problem.
All right, that's where we'll end. And within combat, maybe.
Gonna fight some frogs.
Man, this graveyard looks really good.
I don't want to fight too. Seems really dangerous.
We got this.
Okay.
We all got new feet. We're all
Yes.
healed up.
I don't know that my extra speed will facilitate attacking two frogs.
You can
We'll
quickly
find out.
die.
Hey, I got an extra
Quickly run away.
+2. I got an extra +2 to my attack on my gun, so
Seems good.
it is real good. So I'm +7 with the gun now.
So
Nice.
now I have a bonus action to
Wow.
attacking now. I can shove people now.
I don't know if it applied my dexterity bonus, but I'll have to look into that.
All right. We'll
All
be
right.
back on most of us Monday, all of us Friday.
Bye.
Yay! Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.